Okay, here we go. So this is the official release of Bel'Veth, like in terms of her abilities and stuff. This is the official. So this is her human form. Passive, Death and Lavender. After using an ability, Bel'Veth's next 2 attacks have increased attack speed. Okay. Additionally, whenever Bel'Veth takes down a large monster or champion, she gains permanent bonus attack speed in the form of Lavender stacks. Okay. Permanent bonus attack speed. A large monster or champion. Okay, now she has to jungle. She probably has to jungle. Large monster? Come on, man. Bel'Veth attacks faster than normal and does not have an attack speed cap. However, her attacks and on-hit effects deal reduced damage, and she does not gain attack speed on level up. Okay, her autos look very weird. Okay. She is melee. I wonder if this means that you know what would be that? You want to hear something that would be hilarious? Imagine, okay, Kraken Slayer. Imagine Kraken Slayer into full tank. Any truers or maybe I mean we have to see our ratios. Q, Void Surge. Bel'Veth dashes in one of 4 directions, dealing damage to all enemies she passes through and applying on-hit effects. Applying on-hit effects. Wow. Okay. Each direction has its own unique cooldown that scales with attack speed. Okay. Bel'Veth slams her tail down, dealing damage, knocking up and slowing enemies' hit. Upon hitting an enemy champion, this ability reduces Q, Void Surge's dash cooldown in the direction of the champion hit. That is such a cool-looking ability. That is such a cool-looking ability. I really like that. Royal Maelstrom. Bel'Veth channels a storm of slashes around her, gaining damage reduction and increased lifesteal. Each slash strikes the lowest health. Wait, lifesteal. Doesn't say Spellvamp. Is Spellvamp even a thing? Each slash strikes the lowest health enemy within her Maelstrom, dealing more damage and the more health they are missing. The amount of slashes scales with her attack speed. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. So also it auto targets the lowest health enemy. That's good. That's actually good. That's really good. Passive. R, Endless Banquet. The mouth just looks... What the heck? Okay. Passive. Every second attack against the same target deals additional true damage, stacking indefinitely. Guinsu an item again, I guess? Is Guinsu just an item again on this champion? Takedowns against epic monsters and champions leave behind a piece of void coral. Okay. Epic monsters from the void like Rift Herald and Baron Nashor drop special voidier void coral. Okay. Epic monsters from the I thought it meant void champions. Okay. Interesting. It looks like a biohazard thing, right? Okay, active. Bel'Veth consumes a piece of void coral and explodes, slowing and dealing true damage to nearby... Based on their... Is she also invulnerable? Upon consuming, Bel'Veth temporarily changes into her true form, consuming void coral left by epic monsters from the void. Rift Herald and Baron Nashor grants Bel'Veth her true form for an extended duration. Wow, what? And causes minions that die in her presence to be reborn as faithful voidlings. Voidlings are small minions that will serve Bel'Veth by marching down the lane in which they are spawned. What? Let me see. Okay. How long do they... Wow. It's like Gerard Park. Oh, that's why they changed it. That's why they changed The Zerat thing, the name of it to Void Swarm is because of the coming of Bel'Veth. It all makes sense now. Okay. Wow, okay, that makes sense. So, for people that don't know, a lot of the old Void name stuff, especially Malzahar, had the ability names and other stuff changed. Wow, Bel'Veth has been a work in progress for a long time. That is it. So, she was in a splash art from how many years ago? She was in a splash art from, like, 6 or 7 years ago, right? She was in a splash art. And there have been items removed and abilities changed. Okay, 5 years ago. Wow. Bel'Veth has been a work in the, like, wow, that is crazy. Oh, it was a scrapped Anivia skin. My chat is saying, okay. Okay. Wow. That was, okay. So, her ratios probably are not out yet, right? I assume that she'll go out on PBE and her ratios and everything will be known soon. Once we know her ratios, we can probably begin theorizing about builds and stuff. She's a melee champion, so initial thoughts that come to mind, Demonic Embrace is, like, really stupid. However, it seems like she wants to just kill you quick and reset. Because of her passive and the attack speed thing, it makes me think that Kuinzu's could be good on her. I don't know if she deals AD. I don't know if she deals physical. I don't know if she deals magical. She obviously deals true damage. So I don't know if, like, she's going to want to build shield bow or she's going to want to build, like, Guinsu with shield bow or something like that. So I don't actually, someone's saying I missed the last text or something. Oh, okay. When true form. When Bel'Veth unleashes her true form, she gains increased max health, out of combat movement speed, attack range, and total attack speed. While in her true form, she also gains the ability to dash through walls with Q Void Surge. Okay. Okay, I got it. So obviously this sounds really good. This seems really good. She seems really low range. So initial thoughts are. So Kraken Slayer, you probably want to be able to build full AD in order to make use of the Kraken Slayer passive. The fact that she gets attack speed on her own, I think is going to make her build really interesting. I could see her maybe being something like Guinsu's with full tank. The problem is that there's not really attack speed items that are also, like, defensive in some ways. But, like, I don't know. It really depends on what her ratios actually are. Uncapped attack speed is obviously really good. I don't know what this means for her runes, to be completely honest with you. I don't know what it means for her runes. On-hit damage is reduced on her, no. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The Guinsu thing that you're going for is that her passive on R, that every second attack against the same target deals additional true damage. That's what you're going for with Guinsu's. You don't care about the actual on-hit from Guinsu's. You're going for triggering this over and over and over and over. Chat saying that she's on PBE. I don't think I have PBE on this computer, so I can't go and just, like, look at it. But, I mean, I think it's pretty good. I think, you know, I mean, everything about her looks really good right now. I really hope that the takedowns against epic monsters and stuff that she needs to get attack speed is not super big to the point where she just cannot go mid or she cannot go top lane or something like that. Because obviously, like, her W looks really good for wave clear. Her Q looks really good for wave clear. It looks like she would have the ability to wave clear. So, I don't know. But I don't know what Riot is intending to do for her. The minion stuff is obviously really interesting. That's why it doesn't make sense, is that she's kind of all over the place. It looks like she has a kit that is designed for wave clear, and then the whole minion thing means that she's taking side lane minions by pushing. So is Riot really intending for her to be a jungler? Like, I guess we're not going to know until we know the ratios, and, like, maybe her passive even has, like, cooldowns on it. I don't even actually know. The design does seem a little bit all over the place, and I don't like that. I don't like when it's left up to the community to have an idea of what's going to happen with the champion, as Riot waits on the sidelines and decides if they like the identity of the champion that the community is trying to find. One of the reasons that this can be really problematic is because if you take a look at the champion Karthus, he was originally a mid laner who found his way into the jungle. And then it seems like Riot decided that they like jungle Karthus more than they like his other roles. And so because that was a community-centric thing, then Riot began doing things all about jungle Karthus because they only care about jungle Karthus. Likewise, they don't like when Echo went tank. They don't like when other champions like did certain things. And then sometimes Riot says, you know what? We don't care. We just want this champion to be played. And what ends up happening is they do random things. This champion will now do 450% damage versus monsters. And then you get random things inside of the jungle, and then Riot actually has to make up their mind. Or you get Riot saying that they don't mind where the champion ends up, but they clearly do mind, evident by like Viego or something like that. Talon, I think, would be another really good example of what is going on there. So I don't know. Bel'Veth seems like she has so many things going on. So many things in her kit don't really have a clear spoken definition to me. I don't know. It does look like she is meant to be tank. She has built-in passive scaling that is just based on farming and on levels, it seems like, right? And then she has built-in attack speed, she has built-in damage reduction, and she has true damage in her kit. Generally, when these things are there, you will not see a damage glass cannon thing. But because of the nuance that we've never had a true damage tank champion who's like really reliant on attack speed since Master Yi, there, and even Master Yi, it was kind of weird because he was like pseudo tank in the sense that, well, I mean, we did have tank Master Yi at one point, right? You used to have sated Devour or something, and then you could go full tank with Master Yi. Now, things like this are going to be really weird. Some people in chat are mentioning Gwen. I don't think Gwen is attack speed centric. She does auto a lot, but it's mostly about like getting her auto to reset her E so she can dash again and use cuts. So I don't think of it in the same vein that like I think of it as Master Yi or something like that. So this is kind of weird. This is a little bit weird. I don't know what her playstyle is actually going to be. Guinsu's immediately stands out to me for her R. And then obviously going full tank after that, but it's really hard to say without her ratios. But because she has no clear identity, I just can't even begin to imagine it, which is kind of cool because I've never had this. I've never felt like this looking at a champion before.